We are in the third topic. In the last video we saw many points when two equations are given, when they get unique solution, infinite solution and no solution. Now we are going to see methods of solving equations. Mainly there are two methods called algebraic method and graphical method. In algebraic method there are again three types called substitution method, elimination method and cross multiplication method. But before we saw all this algebraic method, we are going to see how equations are represented graphically and how to get a solution from the graph. So we are going to start with exercise 3.1. The very first question is, the question is copied on the board. Avtar tells his daughter, 7 years ago I was 7 times as old as you were. Also, 3 years from now I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. Represent this situation algebraically and graphically. Before we deal with this, we understand example how to calculate age before and age after when we know the present age. For example, I take your present age. Let 15 years be your present age. 15 years be your present age. I have taken your age as the present age. Suppose if I ask you, before 10 years, what was your age? The question is, the present age is 15 years. What was your age before 10 years? Before 10 years, what we should do? Should we subtract or should we add? Before 10 years means it is 15 minus 10. So, before 10 years, your age was 15 minus 10, which is 5 years. Right? Then, if somebody asks you, your present age is 15, what will be your age after 5 years? After 5 years. After 5 years, so definitely it will be more than your present age. So 5 years after we want, so that 5 years we are adding with the present age. So the calculations are done, we should remember, with the present age only. So in such equations, remember, this x and y always should be taken for the present ages only. From the present age, we can find out the age before and the age after. If it is before, definitely it was less, therefore we subtract. If it is after or hence, remember it will be more, definitely we should add it. These are the concepts we should remember. Now we go back to the question. So Avtar tells his daughter 7 years ago. So here you can see there are two persons, father and daughter. I take, let x be the present age of father. Let x be the present age of father and y be the present age of daughter. So we got the present ages x and y. X is the present age of father and y the present age of daughter. We should understand who is talking to whom. Avtar. Father is talking to daughter. 7 years ago, first we should find out the ages before 5 years. 7 years ago, so before 5 years. So that I write here. Before 7 years, father was how many years old? Present age minus 7 years. So father was x minus 7 and daughter was y minus 7. Present age of the daughter is y. We are finding age before 7 years, therefore we are subtracting 7 years before, therefore we subtract 7. Now we come to the statement. What he is talking, 7 years before I was Who is talking? Father is talking. So I represents father. So we have to start with father's age. What was the father's age before 7 years? It was x minus 7. He was 7 times. 7 times. So 7 multiplied by the daughter's age at that time. At that time daughter was y minus 7. This is the first equation. So x minus 7 is equal to 7y minus 49. Therefore, x minus 7y minus 7 plus 49, I bring it to the standard form, collecting x in the first place, y in the second place, constant in the remaining places. So it is x minus 7y plus 42 is equal to 0. This is the first equation. Now we go to the second equation. The second equation is regarding 3 years age, 3 years from now. So after 3 years, the statement represents. So first let us find out their ages after 3 years. So after 3 years, father will be x plus 3 years and daughter will be y plus 3 years. Hope you understood. When it is after, hence remember we should add that number with x and y. If it is before, we should subtract. So only the ages we have found out. But what is the statement says? 3 years from now I shall be. Again this I represents father. I start with father's age after 3 years, which is x plus 3. X plus 3. 3 times as old as you will be. 3 times. So 3 multiplied by daughter's age, y plus 3. So x plus 3 equal to 3y plus 9. X minus 3y, again we put it in the standard form, x in the first place, y in the second place, plus 3 minus 9 equal to 0, x minus 3y minus 6 equal to 0. This is the second equation. So we have expressed the given equations algebraically. Now we are going to draw graph for these two. Once again I explain the framing of the equation. Present ages, remember in such cases present ages only should be taken as x and y. Here there are two persons, father and daughter. So x is the present age of father and y is the present age of daughter we have taken. The first statement refers age before 7 years. Because it is before, we are subtracting here 7. So the ages before 7 years were x minus 7 and y minus 7. Father is telling I was 7 times as old as you were. Therefore, father's age was 7 times daughter's age. Solving, we get this first equation. The second equation is regarding age after 3 years. Because it is after 3 years, we have to add the given number with the present ages. So, father's age will be x plus 3 and daughter's age will be y plus 3. The statement says that father will be 3 times daughter's age. Therefore, we get the second equation. Now this should be represented graphically. Last week we had studied how to draw graph when a linear equation is given. There we draw only one line, but here we are going to draw 2 lines because we have got here 2 equations. Before we substitute the numbers, whichever form is easier, either x form or y form, it should be expressed, it is easier to calculate. Here x form is easier, therefore I find x form. What do you mean by x form? Finding x here, the remaining terms should be taken to the other side. It becomes 7y minus 42. This is x form. So when x form is done, values should be given for y. Corresponding values of x should be found. Any convenient values we can take. Any random values. Y can be 0, we can take on minus 100, minus 1000, minus 500, plus 800, any value, any random value which can be represented on the graph. That we should keep in mind. It should not be a very big number, or if it is a decimal, it is difficult to plot the point. So as per your convenience, we can give values for y. I have taken the values of y as here 6, 7, 5. 7, 5. So I am going to find out the corresponding values of x. So when y equal to 6, when y is equal to 6, x is 7 into 6. I substitute the value of y here. 7 into 6 minus 42. 42 minus 42 becomes 0. So that is my first entry. Then I take y is equal to 7. When y is equal to 7, again this is the main equation. Here we substitute each and every value. X becomes 7 into 7 minus 42. So it is 49 minus 42, which is equal to 7. Then I take y is equal to 5. The corresponding value of x is 7 into 5 minus 42. So it is 35 minus so next is y is equal to 11. Any 3 random values we can take as per your convenience. No need of taking the 3 which I have taken only. So it is 7 into 11 minus 42. It becomes 35. 77 minus 42. It becomes 35. So here it is 7. Here the corresponding value is 35. So first table we have made. So how to plot these points? Here I have the third column I have taken as xy, means x is 0, y is 6. This ordered pair we are going to plot it. The second pair of point is 7, 7 and the third pair is 75, 11. So one equation we got it. Let us go to the second equation. The second equation is x minus 3y minus 6 equal to 0. Here too I find x form easier. So x is equal to 3y plus 6. It is in x form, therefore we are going to give values for y. So what are the values I am going to take here? Y as 0. When you take 0 we will get 6. And the second number I take it as 8. So when y is equal to 0, x becomes 3 into 0 plus 6 becomes 6. When y is equal to 8, x becomes 3 into 8 plus 6. 24 plus 6 becomes 13. So y is equal to, x is equal to 13. When y is 8, x becomes 13. The third convenient value, y is equal to 2. Any value we can put. I put y is equal to 2. X becomes 3 into 2 plus 6. So 6 plus 6 becomes 12. So when y is equal to 2, x becomes 12. Again the ordered pair. Remember, when we take the ordered pair, always x value should be taken first, followed by y value. It is 6, 0. And here it is 38 and the third one is 12, 2. Right. Now, we are going to plot these points on the graph. I have taken the scale for x-axis as 10, 20 and 10s I have taken, where y values I have taken as 1s only. So the scale also you can take as per your convenience. If big numbers are there, we can take in 50s also, 100s also, 1000s also. Last year we had done a good number of graphical sums. So hope you remember and you know how to choose the scale over here. I go to the first table. This, when x is 0, y is 6. X is 0, y is 6. This is the point. The second ordered pair is x is 7 and y is also 7. x7 is between 0 and 10. You can see there are 10 smaller divisions between 0 and 10. Count the 7 smaller line between 0 and 10. Against that number, you can mark this number 7. So when x is 7, y is also 7. The third number is x is 35 and y is 11. X is 35. 35 is between 30 and 40. It is the fifth line after 30 and y is 11. 11 is here. So I have not taken the proper scale, children. When you use the graph paper, you can mark the number accurately. Yes. Now using a ruler, draw a straight line. Using a ruler, draw a straight line, a complete straight line, not like the line I have drawn. You know the board is very smooth, it is difficult to draw by hand, but still I have tried. Okay. This line represents the equation x is equal to 7y minus 40. This is the first equation. Similarly, we are going to plot the second table. When x equal to 6, y is equal to 0. X equal to 6. It is the sixth smaller line after 0 on x-axis. And y is equal to 0. So it is exactly sixth line after 0 on x-axis. The second pair of pointers, x is 13 and y is equal to 8. X is 13 and y is equal to 8. Again I tell you, I have not taken exactly proper scale. So when you do, you should do according to the blocks and you should use only graph paper. The third pair of points is x is 12 and y is 2. X is 12. 12 is between 10 and 20. So it is the second smaller line after 10 and y is equal to 2. Yes. So I draw the second straight line. Second straight line. You can see they intersect at some point. In this question, the question is represent algebraically and graphically, means we have to get the equations already got and we have to draw the graph. The solution is not asked, but I am explaining you extra how to find out the solution using the graph. This is the point of intersection. This should be joined with x-axis and with y-axis with the ruler. We say perpendiculars are drawn for x-axis and for y-axis. Right. This point of intersection should be joined with x-axis perpendicularly with a ruler. Also here we have to draw a perpendicular to y-axis. At which number it meets x-axis and y-axis is the solution. Suppose if it meets x as 14 and y at say number 12 or 13 or 14, whichever number is meeting here, that is the solution. So here x equal to 42 is between 40 and 50. I think it will be the second smaller line after 50. So this is the value of x. So present age of father is here 42 and the present age of the daughter will be this. Once again I tell you, the graph is only a rough representation. It is not drawn with scale, proper scale. So when you do in the notebook, graph notebook, you will get exactly the accurate